Sometimes all you need.
Opioid addiction gets between you and what you love. Once monthly
There we go. Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land stretching out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. I just adore a penthouse view.
Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
The chores.
The stores.
Fresh air.
Times Square.
You are
My wife.
Goodbye, city life.
Green Acres, we are there. Bump, bump.
Don't give up your day job.
This is my day
Oh,
job.
that's right. All right, big man. Here we go.
Join Irish Bill and his cast of characters every Tuesday evening at 8 at Culver's of Navarre for Irish Bill's Twist on Sports, where they will give you their own twist on sports. And on Wednesday nights, it's the Buffalo Wild Wings Coaches Show at Buffalo Wild Wings in Navarre, where you'll hear live interviews with Navarre coaches, players, managers, cheerleaders, and many more from Raider Nation. It doesn't stop there, as you can catch exciting Navarre Raider football on Friday nights, whether at home or on the road. Remember, your place for sports is none other than IrishBillSports.com or on YouTube at Irish Bill Sports Live 944.
Well, welcome to Buffalo Wild Wings Coaches Show. We had a little bit of a delay. We've been having some internet Wi-Fi issues for about the last 3 broadcasts, Bob, and I'm going to go pay our
It works until I show up.
No, it's not you. It's not you. I guarantee it, it's not you. We've just been having some Wi-Fi issues, and sorry for the delay, but we are up and running now. Once we get on, we usually don't have any problems. It's just
Don't jinx that there,
gosh.
Mr. Lightning.
Okay, as long as you don't go Mr. Rain on me. Rain on my parade, Bob.
Rain on
Seminole
my-
Bob, Irish
that's
Bill,
me.
Marty Wilson here tonight with us as well. It's quarterback night. It's QB1, QB2, QB3, QB4. In this order, we're going to have Roman Marshall on first. I'll be taking care of that interview. Then Marty will be coming on and interviewing Ollie, Bryant, and then we'll be back in the booth with you and Cole Flanagan.
Yep.
And then we'll finish up with Peyton Johns, freshman quarterback, starter on the JV team this year with no freshman team. So Peyton was the starter on the JV, and he shared a lot of time with Cole in the JV action as well. But that's our show tonight, and it should be a great show, Bob.
Absolutely. Really good show.
We already had a game last night. Actually,
did.
we had a game Monday night, a makeup game.
Yep.
Where we saw Sneeds take out
Gesundheit.
FAMU, 47-8.
Ooh.
Last night it was Osceola Christian over Scintilla Charter Academy out of Georgia, 33-0. Osceola 7-1 off another great start this year.
Yeah.
And we got some great games coming up tomorrow night. Well, I don't know, great, maybe one of the teams. Gulf Breeze is at Mosley. Sorry. Arnold at Rickards. Friday night games, Navarre at Pace, Milton at Niceville, Choctaw, Fort Wall Beach. That's a rivalry game there, your alma mater.
Yep. That's going to at Fort Walton.
At Fort Walton this year. Tate at Crestview, district game. Escambia at Pine Forest. West Florida at Pensacola. South Walton at Pensacola Catholic. Rutherford at Bay. Childs at Leon. Godby at Lincoln. Florida at Bishop Moore. Baker County at Wakulla. Walton at Freeport. Bozeman at North Bay Haven. Booker T. Washington at Destin. Taylor County at Mariana. McClay traveling into the Peach State to take on Deerfield at Windsor. Baker at Port St. Joe. Jay at Weewa. Cottondale at Vernon, Bluntstown at Holmes County, Central at Lighthouse PCA, Chipley at Jefferson County, Franklin County at North Florida Christian, FAMU at Harvest Community, Liberty County at Hilliard, Northview at Central Alabama, and Madison County at Apopka. Those are our games from here in the 850. That's all teams in the 850.
Baker and that's a little hike to Port St. Joe.
That is quite a hike. That's over there past Mexico Beach, over near Apalachicola. Take a right turn, Clyde. Right turn, Clyde.
Nice movie.
Hey, Jonathan checking in.
Coach Bagley checking in. Hey, Coach.
Sorry, Coach. We had a little late start, having a little troubles with our Wi-Fi this evening.
He said running backs next week.
Running backs next week. I can handle that.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to get to meet, we got Curtis Sanders. Mm-hmm. We got Xylon Zabito.
Yep.
We got Ben Eberhardt.
Yep.
Hoyt Gurney. They may throw some more at us. Bring them on. More the merrier.
Just Warren Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah. We got time.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty of time. But thanks, Coach, for letting us know next week's schedule. Those are high school games coming up, and with the late start here, well, we're going to let you know how we did last week. Bob, you took both college and high school last week.
With Marty.
Bob went 25-2 in the high school. He was all by himself by 2 games over Joe and I. We went 23-4. Marty 22-5. Paul 20-7 on the season. I kind of got a 2% lead, about a percentage and a half over Marty. Joe is 8 games back. Bob, you're right there tied with Joe, 8 games back. And Paul, he's riding in the caboose by himself.
All by myself.
Well, we all got the game right last night, so we're off to a good start this week, so we're all 1-0. Actually, I'll give you a bonus. I'll give everybody, because everybody took Sneeds over FAMU. So we're 2-0 to start that season this week. So that's a good start.
Paul would have taken that. Sorry, Paul.
Mr. Clean.
He shows up one week and then poof.
We got Noah Jackson checking in. Jonathan Ferris. Thanks, Jonathan, for checking in. Debbie, always a pleasure to have you aboard. Even though you are an Alabama fan,
oh, hush.
We won't hold that against you.
Hush. You're being so mean.
No, Debbie knows I love her. Buffalo Wild Wings is a great place to eat, and I love the mozzarella sticks.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
That's Jonathan. Jonathan has helped Irish Bill Sports out in the past when we did a couple of games over in Tallahassee. And we appreciate Jonathan. He's now up in Prattville now, and he does a great job of covering high school sports, not only in the state of Florida, but also now into Alabama. So those are our high school games coming up. And any of them really jump out at you as far as going to be really good games?
For Walton Choctaw, always. For years.
Milton Niceville, is that going to be a decent game this year?
I think Milton's going to beat them.
Niceville's 4-4, Milton 7-1.
Yep.
Usually that's the other way around with those programs, but not this year. Milton's having a great year. The Tate Crestview game, Tate's still without their quarterback, so I think Crestview's playing really good football right now.
They're playing really good defense with the Brian.
West Florida should have no problem with Pensacola. Catholic, South Walton. Do you think South Walton can hang in there?
I think they'll make it close.
They had a big win last week.
They got to shore up their the passing game. Wakulla ran roughshod on them and
350 yards passing. They gave up a lot of offense on defense last week. And Catholic can run the ball, flat out run the ball with both their backs, Caleb Willoughby and Ethan Crandall. So I don't think that South Walton can hang with them over there.
We call those the money games. You know why? Because sometimes the loser has to go on the road and take a bus.
But I'm just looking at most of these games. I think Holmes County, are they going to be able to stay up with the high-powered Bluntstown offense? Nobody has this year.
Maybe their cheerleaders can, but that's
wow.
No, I mean cheerleaders.
I know
on
it.
the
I know what.
Bluntstown
I know what you
cheerleaders.
meant. And I'm not sure who this Harvest Community team is. Let me bring them up here real quick.
Harvest Community.
All right, I think they're in between Baker and on the way to Andalusia, if I remember right. But I'm gonna check this up because who are they playing? They're playing Florida A&M.
AMU.
AMU. Let's go with Hart. It's probably easier to
I can't remember
Harvest.
the last time FAMU had a winning season.
Harvest Community. No, they are a Jacksonville team. They're Jacksonville, Florida. They are the Warriors. I did not know that. I thought they were an Alabama team, and let's see what their record is so far this year.
All right, Mr. GPS.
1-7.
All right, Mr. GPS.
So it's 0 for FAMU at 1-7 Harvest Community.
Yeah, FAMU is a better team.
Yeah. So that is actually a 1 o'clock kickoff on Saturday.
Okay.
It's a Saturday game.
All right, so we won't know our picks till
Saturday. Well, it'll probably be decided. We won't rely on one game to decide who's going to end up winning and who's going to be end up on the caboose.
Hopefully.
Well, we know pretty much who's going to be on the caboose.
Well, we're going to evict them.
Yes. You're saying, well, what's the caboose, Bill? Well, what we do is on the high school picks, there's 5 of us. You have Seminole Bob, myself, Marty Wilson, Mr. Clean, Paul Villanova, and Joe Settle. We do all the picks of all the high school games in the 850, and whoever has the worst record gets a little red caboose named out with their name on it. They get that for the week until the next week. So that's our caboose. But Navarre on the road this Friday night at Pace.
Yep.
I felt comfortable. For a while, we had our way with Pace, but now it's kind of flip-flopped over the last couple of years. And what that offensive line is one of the best offensive lines in the state. And I'm not overhyping them. They are that good.
So we've had to put up with Grant Wise for 4 years. Then he's going to go to Clemson, terrorize me at Florida State for 4 more years.
So, wow. Don't take it personal, Bob.
No, what I take personal is
him going to Clemson.
Cade, yes, Florida State has to play Clemson, not this week. Cade Klubnik, he's injured.
Ooh, and I don't know who their backup is. But anyways, we got a congratulations shout out tonight.
Okay.
One.
Grady
Mr.
Kelly.
and Mrs. Grady Kelly had their first child this last week, so Grady is now a father. He did not play in the Indiana game because he was having his first child. So congratulations go out to Mr. and Mrs. Grady Kelly on the birth of their child. And I think Grady will be back in uniform this week as they're at home against the Wolverines in the Battle of Michigan. No, please. But anyways,
yeah, that's.
So we're gonna make, since we got a late start on this, we're gonna make this a quick segment, and we're gonna head out to commercial break, and then we'll come back, and I will be interviewing one Roman Marshall on IrishBillSports.com, Irish Bill Sports Live 944 on YouTube, and we are the Buffalo Wild Wings Coaches Show here this 22nd day of October.
That's what they do.
Let's head out to commercial.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track. Well, they're seeing to it that they are properly fed, have good transportation, or making sure that all Raider fans can hear all the exciting Navarre Raider football action. The Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks, Navarre Raider Quarterback Club, for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishBillSports.com.
To change your life is a sign. Like an actual sign that's like above you. And no, I don't love B-dubs just because I'm a buffalo with wings. Frankly, that's offensive and reductionist. It's like they made beer into a place and gave that place sports and chicken wings. And the people, the best. Marty! You're dead weight! Yeah, this place is kind of like heaven. You know, without needing to get hit by a bus. Let's go, sports bar!
Welcome back to Buffalo Wild Wings for the Buffalo Wild Wings Coaches Show. Joining me for this segment is QB1, Roman Marshall. Didn't we do this last year?
We did do this
I think we did.
I think 3 times, actually.
3 times?
Yeah, 3 times.
Wow. Roman's been on here. So you're starting to be a regular. You could probably do your own show.
Ooh.
Think
I
so?
don't know about that. No.
Well, anyways, Roman, we're getting ready. Big win. First, we got to talk about the win before we go on to Pace. It was great to see a lot of excitement back on the sidelines and in the stands last week. It was a great atmosphere.
Yes, sir. Really, the atmosphere was electric. I felt like.
And it started before the game. The student section was crazy.
Yeah, booing Gulf Breeze.
As they're coming out for warm-ups, they're booing the opposing team. Well, it's Gulf Breeze. So, well, anyways, coming into this season, there was a lot of high expectations. It's been kind of a roller coaster ride, mostly going down. But one thing, how has the locker room been throughout this whole season?
I mean, this whole season, it's still just like the season. Locker room really reflects record. Really reflects how you play. I felt as though first couple weeks locker room was good. Locker room was good. After Choctaw, a little bit of stuff.
What a juggernaut they are.
Yeah, they're a team.
One of the best defensive teams I've seen in the Panhandle in a long time.
Yes, but we got right back on it at Mosley. It's
played Mosley tough.
Yeah,
that's a very good Mosley team.
I think we could have beaten that Mosley team, but getting off Choctaw, so went to Milton, lost kind of bad. It was a district game, so went kind of down. But I feel like some leaders stepped up. We really should have beaten Tate, but I think we let up a little bit, and we learned our lesson.
Got up 20-0, and then it just kind of all. I hate the old Uncle Mo sometimes when he comes into the picture. It's hard to stop the momentum sometimes.
Yeah, momentum's a big part of high school football.
Then we went on. We faced the Scambia team that we could have beat as well. You guys played well in that game for about 2.5 quarters.
I'll take responsibility for that one. I slept in on a Thursday morning practice and missed half the game.
Yeah. Well, like I said, some days we win, some days we learn, and that day you learned.
Yes, sir.
And but you got the game coming up this week against Pace. Always a tough opponent with the big offensive line, but they have definitely turned their whole program around, and they got back on winning track. So what are you guys doing to prepare for Pace this week?
I would like to say the same thing, but it's really not the same thing. Nothing's the same about this week. Coach is more fired up, everything, last year being our first loss in, 12 years to Pace. So I feel like everybody's, on edge to play them. Everybody's, even though, they're probably bigger, probably more faster.
Did that stat kind of surprise you that they went 12 years without beating Navarre?
It didn't surprise me at all because I've seen the players, and I've seen how we had a winning culture, and I've seen Pace. Every time they came into that game, they were like, oh, are we going to win? Are we not? And Navarre was like, we're going to win. So that's just how that played out. And then last year, we were like, oh, they're big. We got to social media, and we thought, are we going to win? So,
well, I've been around a long time, as you know. Back in 2006, when we made the playoffs for the first time, we had to play Pace. And when they came down to Navarre that year, it seemed like they brought the whole town of Pace with them. And it just seemed like they brought every single player, I think, in their program. It seemed like it took like 15 minutes for all their players to walk out onto the sideline.
Intimidation.
It was 26-7 that game. Then the next year we went up there, and they kind of manhandled us a little bit, 55-13. But I can remember back to the first win of Navarre beat Pace 31-21 back in 2010. Ian Lockwood's senior season. Dwayne Carter had a big game in that game, and they beat him 31-21 wearing the Livestrong uniforms. And but then after that, it kind of took off, and Navarre, like you said, 14 straight wins in 12 years.
Yes, sir.
A couple of seasons twice in 1 year because they faced him in the playoffs as well. So it's tough to beat the same opponent twice in one season.
That is tough, but also tough to lose twice.
It is. So your expectations after the season, what are we looking at as far as for your future?
I've been invited to a bunch of Bama, UCF, and other colleges like cheer stuff. Not football. I'm kind of trying to go the cheer route. It's a better opportunity for me. But in the far, far future, I'm planning on going to the military, Air Force, being an officer, and all that jazz.
Can't argue with that. Your dad was an officer as well, and I know last Friday night was being senior night, and I know what you went through. We both have lost our mom at an early age. My mom was 33. I was 10 years old when I lost my mom. You lost your mom, Cara. Same cancer. I don't like cancer. It affected our lives, but it was tough. It was great for Bailey to be out there with you on senior night, and then your twin sister Blakely and your dad. Senior night, that was special, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. It was very special.
I know it's tough, and you know what? I would want to tell you it gets easier as you go along, but it doesn't. It's been 50-some years since my mom's passed, and I still have trouble with it. But all I can tell you is just keep your chin up, and I know that she's proud of you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you remember her sometimes. You may not be thinking about it, but that little moment where you used to do something together, you're like, could have had her here,
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of memories because, like I said, I was 8 when my mom got sick, and your mom was sick for a very long time, unfortunately. Great lady, and that was shown at their service, all the people that showed up to honor her memory. But that had to be a tough night, but having Bailey there had to be a lot easier to help you get through the night on Friday night.
Yes, sir. And we had senior pictures.
Senior pictures.
So it was like mom, son type of thing. And Coach Bagley put me in the office. He was like, what do you want to do? And I was like, could I have my dad? And I'm like, give me both my sisters, because Bailey's
that's
older
awesome.
by like 5 years. She basically my mom.
So who is older, you or Blakely? Blakely's
I was
by
born
what? How many minutes?
11 minutes.
11 minutes?
And we were supposed to be born on different years. So I was supposed to be December 31st, and she was supposed to be January 1st.
That would have been different, having a twin born on a different day.
That's what we did. It's not January, but we did November 24th and November 25th. I was born at 11:52. She was 12:03.
Okay. So that's nice because you both have your own birthday.
Well, kind of.
Well, yeah, but
she
you have it together.
Some of my gifts.
So does she pull seniority saying that she's 11 minutes older than you all the time?
She's younger.
She's younger?
Yeah.
So you're older?
Yes.
All right.
I'm older by 11
So
minutes.
do you pull rank on her saying that you're older?
There she is.
I think your dad and Blake Lee are over there here at Buffalo Wild Wings watching this show.
I sometimes pull rank, but because she's my sister, she pulls rank all the time.
Well,
so.
she's both your sisters are great gals, and your sister is back in the area with a job now here locally, or?
Yeah, she's like an hour away.
Okay.
But, she's doing the doctor stuff.
I remember her playing soccer, and usually had her at midfield if I remember right.
She was midfield.
And
freshman year, varsity starter.
She was a solid player. She kind of pushed people around a little bit. Her and I remember Megan Slaybaugh and all those gals. Some of those gals were mean. I don't know if I'd want to play against them.
I remember when I was like 7. They looked like way bigger than me, and I was like, oh God, I don't want to play high school sports.
But you're talking about college. Like you said, you got a few offers for cheerleading. Your cheerleading experience. How did you get into cheerleading? Was your mom a big into gymnastics and cheer?
My mom and my aunt both. Well, my mom and my aunt, I think both did gymnastics.
Okay.
But my mom really did gymnastics, and then my aunt was the Fort Walton Beach high school cheerleader, like whatever. And then my aunt was the Fort Walton Beach high school cheerleader, and my mom was like, "Hey, let me get in on that." So she joined. I have like some tapes of them doing tumbling through the gym, whatever. And when she joined, it was cool. And then, so I did gymnastics for my mom, and I sang in the choir for my mom and stuff. And whenever she passed away, I kind of lost my interest in that, and I got back into it, like just doing flips and stuff in 7-on-7, because they were, Carter family.
I know. I've seen some of your videos. It's quite impressive.
Thank you.
If I did that, I'd be in traction for about 3 months. But so you got UCF that's looking at you, Alabama. Are those partial or possible full ride scholarships?
Alabama with my athletic and my academic could be a full ride. UCF, they're still looking at it. If I get 27 or above on my ACT, I think it's a full ride. So
you studying for that?
Yes, most
Good.
definitely. And then
that's a tough test.
Yeah, I'm going to take my ASVAB for the military, and then
eventually,
if they don't give me, a lot of money, I'm trying to. There's obviously JUCO, Shelton. I'll get a full ride there. Go get my whatever.
That's not
AA.
far away from here.
Oh, well, it's right by Bama.
Okay.
So I would go from Shelton straight to Bama, or Shelton to another college.
Yeah, that's right, because Shelton is in Birmingham, if I remember right. It's just down the road. Brady was at Miles College, and so, yeah, I saw Shelton. They got a nice little campus up there.
They do. It's very nice. But, if I do that, I would get more money because I'm a better cheerleader then.
So what will you study when you go off to college?
Engineering.
Engineering?
Probably aeronautical, or if that gets too hard, I'll probably drop it down to a easier.
Your dad was a special tactics guy in the military. Has he told you all of his war stories?
Not all.
Or is he kind of?
He can't tell all.
That's right.
But,
he's sworn to secrecy, as we all are in special ops. But we got the Pace game coming up Friday night. All I can do is wish you guys the best going into that game, and hopefully that's fine. It's my Wi-Fi, which is all fully charged, so we're good. We're good.
Okay.
But all we can do is wish you the very best going into that game, and because we know it's always greater to be a Raider, right?
Yes, sir. Well, we did very well against them in the spring game. They in practice, what do? Run the ball. What do? We throw the ball. So I feel like it's a pretty good matchup if we can get that ball off. Good blocking. I feel we can score.
You got Mikhail Williams. He's coming back off an ankle injury, so he played last week for the first time in 3 weeks. But it doesn't really matter who runs the ball up at Pace. They're going to run right at you. But so we wish you all the best going to the game Friday night. Ladies and gentlemen, Roman Marshall, QB1 at Navarre. Thanks, Roman.
Thank you.
And good luck.
This is Seminole Bob Grant, back at Buffalo Wild Wings on a Wednesday night coach's show. And I have with me Cole Flanagan. How are you, man?
I'm good. How about
good
you?
To see you. You're tell me about yourself. You're sophomore, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep. Been playing football for about 10 years now. Yeah.
Did you grow up in the local area?
Yeah, I grew up in Navarre, and then I moved to Alabama, and then I came back.
What middle school did you go to?
I went to East Bay Middle School.
In Alabama?
In here, Navarre.
Cool. Yeah, my wife taught for a while at not Emerald Coast. That's where we teach now in Walton County. She taught at Holland Navarre.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about your middle school years and all. Have you always played quarterback?
I mean, in middle school, I always played tight end and receiver, but I feel like I've naturally had like a pretty good arm. So then I decided to make the switch to quarterback because I feel like that's a position I could play the best for my team and help out, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. I was actually our coach was Coach Emmy, the running back coach at Navarre. Yeah. He coached us.
Crazy.
And, yeah.
So how's the transition been coming to Navarre? And you're playing with the JV team. There's no freshman team. Splitting time with one of the other quarterbacks we're going to meet tonight.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I'm just in the off season. You know, I've tried to be getting so much work I can in as possible. You know, like just grinding.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you go to any of the quarterback camps around?
Yeah, actually, I went to Princeton, FSU, and that was it for my off season last year. And then I also,
Whoa.
Yeah, far flight. Yeah. Yeah. Also.
How was FSU? I'm a Seminole Bob. I'm a Seminole fan. Graduated. One of my daughters went there. How was that?
It was really nice. Like, it was cool to see how they train their quarterbacks and like how Mike Norville was just very self-centered around them. You know.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool program to go see and how they operate. And
Who was the lead coach there? Was it Norvell? Was it?
He was like the main head coach. I don't really know who I forget the name of the quarterback coach.
Yeah. They changed some too, probably since you've been. This is Cole Flanagan. He's the good-looking guy. Look at that curls.
Thank you.
Right? He's got the $1 million smile. Sophomore quarterback. You've got reps with the varsity, haven't you?
Not yet. No, I haven't
yet.
played a single rep on a varsity yet.
Did you play the other night in the freshman game?
No, sir.
No,
sir.
It was just freshmen.
Just freshmen.
Just freshmen. So, is the JV season over? I should know this.
Yes. Our last game was Gulf Breeze, so yeah, we just finished our JV season with a win, which is good.
You played at Gulf Breeze.
Yes, sir.
Because when they're at home, how did that turn out?
It was good. We started off with pretty good energy, and then Gulf Breeze started to come back and kind of chip back at us, but we sealed the W. Who
coaches I should know all this. Teaching in Walton County, my wife and I both teach together at a middle school in Walton. And we leave so early and we get back in town so late. I miss a lot of that stuff. Who coaches the JV team?
The JV team, it's just it's the same coaches on varsity. It's Coach Bagley, Coach Lee, Coach Emmy, all those guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
So basically it's the same staff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. So sophomore, right? Have you thought about the next level? I know it's maybe way early. Certainly, I'm sure want to go to college.
Yeah, I definitely want to go play college and go play football in college. You know, like I'm gonna do everything I can to put in as much work as possible and just develop my craft. You know, make it to that next level.
How much is the older guys, the seniors, the two seniors? How much influence have they had, and on you in your experience at Navarre?
I mean, it's been really good. Like Ollie and Roman, those are two great dudes. You know, like they've shown me the ropes at Navarre. Like they've taught me everything I know. You know, Like, yeah.
Do you do weightlifting too?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, I think but it used to be when Coach Bagley coached.
Yeah.
It was expected, and which makes sense,
Yeah.
sir. And they go by not year, they go by weight class?
Yeah, they go by position. So it's like O-line and D-line has one class, and tight ends. I think some linebackers too in one, and then it's all the skill position guys in the other class.
So in weightlifting, is it as far as they go by, like wrestling, they go by weight, your weight, or?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How has that been?
It's been pretty good. I mean, Coach Bagley, great weightlifting coach,
yeah.
you know? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how many girls' titles and got a boys' state title to boot?
Yeah. Yeah, Navarre is definitely a very great weightlifting school, and he's just.
So you have a new weightlifting coach this year, I understand.
A new weightlifting coach?
Yeah. No?
No. Yeah, it's
okay,
been
Coach Bagley is good. Okay. I got bad info. I thought Coach Bagley was not coaching weightlifting team.
No, yeah, he's still here. Yeah.
Cool. What what's next for you? What do you do in the off season? Do you cross train?
I train with my QB coach Cameron Dukes. He went to the CFL. I train with him one-on-one.
Okay.
And then I also train with
Where's that at?
Just here in Navarre. He lives around here. Yeah.
Okay.
He'll come down in his off season during the CFL, and I'll just train with him as much as possible. I also train with Dwayne Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah, train with him too. Get as many reps in as I can with him. And then also I go up to a little place called QB Country in Mobile, Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah, hosted by David Moore. He played at Ole Miss, and then I don't know what NFL team he went to, but he played in the NFL as well. Very, very good quarterback coach.
Well, you got to absorb everything.
Yeah.
And be your own in the end, be your own person, but you absorb all the knowledge and go from there.
Yeah.
I mean, you've had great background. I mean, Princeton, Florida State, and these others. I mean, Jack Byer has a kicking coach. Bill's son coaches him in kicking. So I coach at Emerald Coast Middle. I coach swimming.
Oh, that's cool.
So some of my kids have their own personal swimming coach, so that's kind of the thing now. Do you play other sports?
Yeah, I also play
weightlifting.
I play baseball, and that's it. That's the other sport I play.
Really? What position?
I'm a pitcher. I played third base. I can play shortstop, and also play in the outfield too.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna play for Navarre this year?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yep.
And you're right-handed?
Yeah, I'm right-handed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a lefty.
All right. How many pitches? I'm a baseball guy. I love baseball.
Really have like a 2-seam,
Yeah.
4-seam fastball, change up, curve, slider too. I've been working on a sinker a little bit, but that's a developing pitch for me in the future.
Yeah. That's that's really cool. So if you had your druthers, obviously whatever offer would be the one you'd take, right? Baseball or football. Do you like them equally? Do you like football more?
I mean, I both really like them, but I have to say football. Like football is the main sport I've always loved, and I do love baseball too, but I got to go with football.
So you're a sophomore. What would you say to your rising freshman self?
I'd say just try to get as much work in as you can possible. Just stay in that film room, study your playbook. Just keep grinding, hit the weights too, Get as much knowledge as you can, I'd say.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Cole Flanagan is my guest. He's the handsome one. Pretty good in the classroom, I understand, huh?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
What do you have an idea what you want to study?
I think I want to go into law. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Yep. Law?
Yeah.
Cool. I teach government in the middle school.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So, never a dull moment in our government provides a lot of fodder for what I talk about from day to day.
Yeah.
Cole Flanagan, sophomore quarterback. It'll be you and
Peyton
next year.
Yep.
I take it y'all are pretty good friends.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Got to be. Cole Flanagan, my guest. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Man, all the players we've had this year, not only, of course, they have the button-down golf shirts, but they're so well-spoken. The players, we've had managers, we've had cheerleaders last week, so well-spoken, great in the classroom, because they understand that for our younger listeners, student athlete, right? Like 6'7". Oh, I said 6'7". Middle school kids love that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Student first, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, thanks for joining me. Let's get one of your compadres to join us. Thanks again, brother.
Thank you.
Good job. Good interview. Cole Flanagan, man, we are so blessed in this area with great spoken guys. OMG, Marty Wilson. Nice message. Go Cole. I agree. Peter and Stan checking in. Hey, Peter. You're always, just because you're not on doesn't mean you can't come down and join us. Are we ready? We ready for the next round? Ding! Marty, you're already queued up and ready. Marty is not dead weight. He is not dead weight.
What's going on, everyone? Good evening. Marty Wilson checking in. Ali Bryant. What's going on, sir? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Just chilling.
Yeah. You are the people's champ in the locker room. I mean, every time I communicate with anybody, Marquez, Kyle Hughes, all them boys, they absolutely love you, man. What's the biggest reason why? I know you got really good people skills. You're a great leader, very intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is the key behind the team loving you as a human and as a football player?
Because one, I'm at practice every day working, showing why I should be where I'm at, working on this team. And then, like, as a person, it's just because I love people, love talking to people. And people love me.
Yeah. And your energy is contagious. You know, you see you on the sideline. It's consistent. You see you off the field, on the field. I don't think there's been one moment that I haven't seen you smiling and just loving playing the game. When did you start playing football?
I started in Georgia around like 4 years old. I started young.
What part of Georgia?
Columbus.
Bro, I'm from Macon.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew that or not.
I didn't.
Yeah. So my son Joshua Wilson, obviously, y'all played together. He wasn't born in Macon, but there's some legendary stories out there, man. Columbus, that is awesome. So was it through the military?
Yeah, because my mom was military. So we lived in Columbus, and then we just moved out here.
That is awesome. Okay. So what branch was your mom in?
Air Force.
Air Force. What was her job?
She's a contractor right now, but like she was in the military, and then she got pregnant, so then she had to like stop, and then she wanted to still be in the military, so she started being a contractor.
That was a very smart move. Okay, so real quick, would you please say your mother's name so we can all give her a thanks for her service?
Tanya Stamp. That's my mom's name.
Tanya Stamp. Ma'am, thank you so much for your service. We all absolutely love the military. Obviously, we're all connected to the Air Force, most of us here. And thank you for everything you've done raising this young man. It is incredible. So is that where you're from originally?
I'm from South Dakota.
What part of South Dakota?
Sioux Falls.
Man, this is funny. So I was stationed in Minot, North Dakota, and I actually went to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. What year were you born out there?
08.
08. Man, that's crazy. It's a small world.
Yes, it is.
Small world. All right, man. So we're gonna get off this subject. I want to talk to you real quick about where the team is right now, and then we want to shift it and communicate about you as a human being and what you plan on doing for the world, man, because obviously with the energy that you have and the leadership abilities, you're going to do big-time things in this world, and I'm excited to see it. So real quick, man, just talk about, like, what's happening in the locker room, how the team is right now from your perspective, and what do you think we're going to be able to accomplish this week against Pace?
Basically, Coach Bagley is just telling us every single day, before we break it down, before we even start practice, he says, shock the world. Because that's what we're gonna be. That's what we're gonna do this on Friday. We're gonna shock the world. That's what we've been preaching. That's what we've been doing in the weight room. We're working to shock the world. That's all we want to do.
Yeah, I like that. So, in the spring, the game y'all had against Pace, I felt like it was a heavyweight bout. Both teams, for me, look from our perspective, the talent levels, I don't think it's like a gap, between Pace and Navarre. How do you feel about Pace and what they've been doing, and where do you see us being victorious, specifically on Friday?
On Friday, I think that we're really gonna, if we just do our jobs every single play, I really think that we'll get them, because they're good and stuff, but they have some gaps that we've been really like locked in on and really know what we can do with that.
Yeah, no, I like that. Okay. So, so in the locker room right now, like, outside of yourself, Roman, and some of the other athletes that we've had a privilege of not only interviewing but developing relationships with, who do you feel like is the leaders, especially heading to this week, that's really like spearheading the competitive battle we're going to have Friday?
There's some that were already on here, like Connor, of course, Brody, Quez, all the big names. But someone that's like really been like a leader to me is, people say he jokes a lot and stuff like that, but Kyle's been really –
Kyle Hughes?
Yeah, he's been really – him and Peyton, they've been really locked in this week, ready to have a big game. They're excited.
No, I like it. Speaking of the big Bubbas, Peyton and Kyle, two of my faves, man. Those boys are nasty. Kyle is like, people don't really understand how nasty he is in the trenches, bro.
He really is.
For sure. That's a big-time shout-out, and much love to the big Bubbas. I know they do everything they can, especially when you're in a game, to protect you.
Got to protect this leg.
Yeah, speaking of the leg, man, I wanted to go to that. A lot of people don't understand the adversity that you faced in your career and some of the things that you had to bounce back from. Communicate about, the injury that you had when you had it, and how difficult it was to rehab and to come back as strong as you have.
So basically, I broke both my bones in my leg, and it cut my popliteal artery. So like that, like they literally told me that if I was like an hour or 2 hours later, I would have lost my leg.
Oh my goodness.
So that like really hit me, and the doctor, before we even went into surgery, was like, "Yeah, you're never playing sports again. Like after this surgery, you're done." And literally, I remember this. My mom was crying. My brother was. Everyone that was around me was crying.
Man.
And I was like, guys, you just gotta believe. I know I'm gonna get back on this field. I promise you this.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then we found some doctors, because all the doctors were telling me, nah, you cannot play. Like you should not do this. And I was like, I know I can't, but I know I need to play. So I was like, Mom, I literally sat her down. I was like, Mom, we need to find a doctor. Like now, I'm ready to get back on the field. And we found this one doctor in Orlando, because there's only like this same dude. He played quarterback, actually. He played at Central Florida, and they told him he was never gonna play sports again. Found this doctor. He did the surgery for him, and he cleared him. And then he threw, I don't know his name. It's like Max something, but yeah, now he's like a big singer. He came back playing football, and he's doing good. His leg's perfectly fine. Just excited to be back on the field now.
Man, that's an incredible story. You gave me chills, man, talking about that. No, seriously, you've been a true inspiration to many adults as well. I mean, how could I sit around and make excuses, like listening to a story like you have, man, where, literally you could have lost a leg and you came back and now you're on the field grinding. So mentally, how long did it take you to overcome that when you hit the field, Ali?
Especially, I remember that first game we played Pace in that spring game. That game, I remember I sat outside the field house crying before the game started, because I knew like it was a big moment. It was like, and I didn't want to mess it up. I didn't have the best game, obviously, but I knew I had to just do what I could do. And now I'm back where I'm at.
I'm so proud of you, man.
Appreciate that.
All right, so speaking of resilience and destiny, like, where do you see yourself going with this, man? Can you see yourself playing ball at the next level? Do you know what profession that you want to pursue? What are you passionate about?
I'm really passionate. I want to be a coach no matter what happens. But I guess I would love to play college ball, but I know sometimes it doesn't happen. So if I don't do that, I want to do sport. I want to do sports medicine, and I also want to join the military.
Man, let's go. I mean, we're extremely blessed to not only have you, want to give back to the community, but also the military, man. We love it, Yeah. So if there was a message, Ali, that you can give to the community, so, the last month or so, maybe a little bit more than a month, there's been some divisiveness amongst our community for good reason, right? We're very competitive out here, like to win. What message do you want to give the community right now about the state of the Navarre Raiders and why we should continue to believe that we can finish this year strong?
I'm just going to say this now. I'm a senior, and we want to end this year great. We're going to end this year great. We're gonna win these last 2 games and go somewhere. But we're going to end these last 2 games really good. Just got to believe. That's all we got to do, because we put the work in the mornings, after school. We're going to be there every day working no matter what, win, lose, or draw. We're going to be there working.
So you always talking about work, man. Is that all you do? Do you do anything for fun?
Play the game sometimes, but got to get working.
Got to get that work in.
Got to get working.
No, I love it, man. We're so fortunate to have witnessed just everything, man. Obviously, we didn't want to see you go down when it happened, but seeing your story and how it's unfolded over the last couple of years, it's inspiring, man, and I love it. So, the last thing I want to ask you is, for the naysayers out here in the community, specifically like about our coaching staff. You've been a quarterback. I know how tight you are with Coach Bagley. Communicate about why y'all believe so much in Coach Bagley and the things that you love about the coaching staff before we get out of here.
Coach Lawson, because I used to play safety, and he comes up to me every day. He goes, "Hey, we love y'all. He comes up to me and Roman and be like, "We love y'all." So I know that they're like family to me, so I make sure that everyone on the team doesn't I be hearing stuff like people talking bad about them, and I have to zone that out, because I know they put as much work in as we do. Every day. Like, one time I went to the school for I think it was homecoming week, and I got there and I literally went because my mom needed help with something with the school, and I went up there and the coaches were in there for hours. They said hours just working on game plans for the game. It didn't come out. We didn't win the game, but I know that they're gonna work, and everyone just needs to believe in them, because they're gonna be great coaches, and they already are.
Yeah, they are, man. Blessed and fortunate. So, last thing. Do you have any messages that you want to get out there to the community of Navarre? Is there anything specific on your heart that you want to communicate about?
I just want to say this. Navarre is a special place, but we promise. I'm not going to promise nothing. But I promise, just stay tuned in on Friday night to see something special.
Go shock the world, like Coach Bagley said, right?
Shock the world.
Let's go. Yeah, man, I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us tonight. I know it's valuable, and you got a lot going on as a senior. I truly appreciate what you're doing in the locker room, man. Your teammates love you. So just continue to do that. Yeah. But we need that in the community, once you get older. Whatever future you have, man, blessings in your future endeavors. And I look forward to seeing you playing on Friday, man.
Thank you so much.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Ali Bryan, ladies and gentlemen. All right, y'all. So we got the last quarterback of the night, young Peyton Johns. What's going on, champ?
What's up, Coach?
How you doing, brother?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Hey, push that mic up to you a little bit closer. There you go. Awesome. The young freshman Peyton Johns, y'all. Welcome to the broadcast. How you feeling tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Excited to be here. So, obviously, man, we've known each other for a while. Your work ethic, Your intelligence is off the charts. You know, it's not typical for a freshman, let alone a quarterback in high school. Could you tell the audience what has attributed the most to your success as a human being, and why are you so well developed as a freshman?
Yeah, I think my dad plays a big part in that, especially just being that leader and that role model. He just shows the hard work and just tells me how to be a leader. And so
that's awesome. So what's your dad's name?
Brian Johns.
Brian Johns, my man. So your dad and your mom, would you like to mention her name as well?
Ashley Johns.
Ashley Johns. Incredible support group that you have. There's a lot of things going on within your family and, you know, in football in general where, you know, not only are y'all networking with the right people, but they're making sure, you know, that you're staying ahead of the game as far as, you know, getting yourself out there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like most about the game right now as a quarterback for the Navarre Raiders?
Man, I love the game. Just being able to lead the team and know that they're looking up to you as the quarterback, whether the game's going down or bad, it's just the greatest part.
Okay. So you're not originally from Florida, right?
I'm from Kansas.
Are you a Kansas Jayhawk fan?
Yes, sir.
Ah. Okay, so what's the best part of moving from Kansas down to Florida playing the game? Like, what's the difference between football in the Midwest and in the Southeast?
The level of intensity is just so much different. I mean, in Kansas, it's just a game to them. Down in Florida, I mean, it's life. Football is just life to everybody.
You're right about that, man. So did you move down here because of, like, mom and dad's work? Did y'all just want to come to the beach? How did y'all end up down here in Navarre?
We were actually on vacation right before COVID, and we just saw how beautiful it was, the beaches and palm trees and everything, the weather. It was just awesome, so we decided, why not move here?
So how did you feel initially? Were you excited about the move? Were you sad because you're going to miss your friends back in Kansas?
I was a little sad because we had to leave all the friends. I've lived there all my life, but got here, lived here a couple of years, and it's just I'm so glad that we did it. No regrets.
Okay. So on top of moving, you moved positions as well, right? Did you play quarterback back in Kansas?
I played receiver and running back in Kansas.
Receiver and running back, y'all. This man knows how to do it all. So you're a legit dual threat. And do you attribute your success as a dual threat quarterback to having experience at receiver and running back?
Yeah, I think it definitely plays a big part in, like, the agility and the speed and stuff, and just being able to see the game from both point of views. Yeah, that's definitely a big part in it.
Yeah, and I went to some of your games at the NYSA. I saw you playing some safety as well,
yes,
man.
Sir.
You like hitting people too, huh?
Yes, sir.
So what position, be honest, what position do you like the most? Do you like quarterback or safety?
Definitely quarterback. Safety, I mean, safety is basically the quarterback of the defense. Just got to lead your team back, you get to see the whole field. It's the quarterback of the defense, but quarterback's definitely a lot better.
Okay. So, you know, being the leader that you are, man, like the first thing that I truly noticed, Peyton, I heard great things about you before I actually met you in person, but when we stepped in that gym, I noticed that all of your teammates were just naturally, like, following you. And that's something that I attribute to leadership skills, people skills, and intelligence as well. Why do you think your teammates love you so much in that locker room?
I'm not much of a vocal leader. I try to hang back there, but I definitely, like, I'm a one-on-one leader. Like, I might not be yelling, like, get the whole team, but I'll be one-on-one with somebody. If they make a mistake, I'm going to help them out, get them better.
Okay. So is there a teammate that you can call out specifically where you've had the most, like, one-on-ones with through NYSA youth football to now in high school?
Definitely Nash Jackson. I think he's been big part. I mean, it's just been us. We're just been that duo back from 12U all the way up to now.
Is it like a brother? It seems like y'all's chemistry is on another level.
Yes, sir.
Every time I see you throw a pass to him, it feels like y'all are both on the same page. It seems like Nash could probably play quarterback as well, man. Does he have that kind of intelligence?
Yes, sir. He's just, I mean, he knows the game, definitely. But, yeah.
Okay.
That's
good.
Chemistry.
Yeah, that's good. And you also have you got some weapons at your disposal, man, especially the next few years. I know you've hit Tucker Williams a lot, Alex Hepler. There's a few teammates that I've seen you have that natural chemistry with. So now with the freshman season being over and JV being over, focusing on varsity, what are you looking forward to the most as a young quarterback, in your development?
This year for me is mainly just like a learning year. Just got to take everything in. Whenever I get in, I obviously just try to do my best, just do what I can. But I'm just trying to learn from Roman and Ali, especially at practice, just see what they're doing, just try to get better.
Okay. So, and I mean, you obviously you lead by example, but you follow by example as well, man. Is there anything that you do outside of sports and football? Because it seems like you work all the time. What do you like to do for fun, man?
I mean, I work with you, working at Legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just sometimes I'll get the guys like Brady Rhodes, just Nash, Tucker. I'll get all of them. Just go out to the fields and get some throws in. After practice today, we actually got some throws in with Brody Powers.
Let's go. Young Brody leading the young crowd. So I brought up fun, y'all, and this man's still talking about football. So obviously you take it really serious and you want to play at the next level. How far do you want to go in the game? Do you mind sharing like some of the goals that you have? Is that okay?
I would definitely like to play college football, Division I if I could. And after that, I'm actually going to be planning on coaching. I've been doing that with the NYSA 10U team, been helping out them a little bit on the weekends during their games and stuff.
Man, I love it. So what do you like the most about like the community as far as like the youth football programs and how everything ties into the varsity program at Navarre?
Yeah, man, it's great. I mean, the youth teams, they're really good. I know the 14U team actually has been trying to use the high school's playbook, so they're getting them ready for high school. But, I mean, just the competitiveness of the youth football, it gets them ready for high school.
Okay. So, getting everybody ready for high school, obviously you have a big-time why, man. You do a lot in the community, a lot with your family. I've seen you out at the softball field giving back as well. It's crazy, everything that you're doing. So just let's talk to the audience about why you do this. I know how passionate you are about the game. You know me, man. I communicate with y'all all the time. What hurt you, what happened to you in the past. Please explain to everybody out there, why you want to maximize your abilities and continue to grind.
Yeah. I mean, just got to get better every day. I mean, even like you said, helping out the community, that's just a big part in being the leader, especially as a quarterback. I'm lost.
Nah, you good. You good. I got one more real good question for you though, man. So, finally, right now there's quite a few people that are tapping you as a future, quarterback of the program. What should we know as a community about where the program's headed with you being a potential leader for the team?
Yeah, I think it's going to go – I mean, this year obviously hasn't been what we've been expecting, but next year and couple of years, I mean, I think it's going to be a lot better. I think we're going to get really good. Just keep working hard.
Okay. And finally, man, so our community is together, like for the most part. But when we talk about competing, they're hungry for wins. And honestly, there's a lot of us out here, and not me specifically, but there's a lot of us out here that just don't want to take no for an answer or not winning. Y'all have won a lot with other things in the locker room and in the school. Talk to the community about why we should stay together and what can we expect from Navarre Raider football here in the near future and in the far future.
Yeah, I think especially like these next two games, I mean, we've been working really hard. I think we have a good chance against Pace and Niceville.
Let's go.
And in the future, I mean, it's just going to get even better with all the younger age groups coming up and then just the guys that are still going to be here. It's just going to – I think it's going to be really good.
Let's go. So you and Cole, man, seems y'all got a good relationship. Mm-hmm. Y'all boys, has it been like a functional, competitive battle, like for the quarterback spot?
Yes, sir.
Can we expect that to continue in the next couple of years?
Probably, yes, sir.
I like it, man. So we can learn something from y'all, and I'm proud of you, the leader that you are, the work that you put in, and the family man that you are, not only at home but also in the community. Do you have any last messages that you have for the Navarre community?
Just don't give up on them, man. We're still fighting. We're going to work hard and just keep grinding for these next two games.
Let's go. Y'all, young Peyton Johns all the way from Kansas to Florida, man. Thank goodness that we had COVID-19 and y'all came down here for a vacation. I wouldn't know you today, man. All right, I'm proud of you, man, and look forward to seeing you dominate on the field.
Yes, sir.
Let's get a good job tonight.
Bob, the field mic is up and running too if you want to get it. Let me turn it up here.
Should I slide down so we can all be on this?
Check.
Sounds loud.
Looks like we've had another amazing night with our all the comments coming in tonight. Hopefully you all enjoyed the interviews. I mean, that's the Wi-Fi thing, so it's fully charged, Bob, unlike you. But I'm sorry, he had a bad weekend. Florida State had a bad weekend last week.
Oh, man.
They packed the defense but forgot to load the offense on the plane last week.
At least Cole Tab was a part of the victory for Stanford. Did that make it feel better? I mean.
Luckily you're not on camera there, Bob. But that was.
Did it surprise me that?
Well, one thing you said earlier, though, Bob, is that it's a bad thing that your team lost, but it's a bad team that you stayed up till 1:30 in the morning and they lost.
We lose to a bunch of trees.
Trees.
Yeah.
Notwithstanding.
Stanford Cardinal.
The Cardinal.
How do you get Miami?
How do you get a mascot as a tree?
Who does the Catholics have this week?
They are off this week.
So they were off last week.
They were off this week, and then they're on the road to Boston College next week. Young Brady and young Trevor are going up to the game next weekend in Boston.
BC's having a tough year, 1-6.
Yeah, that's going to be an ugly game. Brady's got to keep the Hamble streak going.
That's right.
I think that we've been, between the two of us, we've been to 8 games, and they haven't lost one yet. That's a pretty good record.
No, it is.
Three of them are in Tallahassee.
I went to a Florida game one time in my previous life. You know what previous life means, right?
Did a football game actually break out that time?
Well, previous life before BK.
Okay.
Before Kirsten. So I went with a girl who was a dyed-in-the-wool gator, and she drove. Do you remember the game Florida State in Tallahassee called the Choke at Doak?
Is that the 31-3 lead, and it comes back and ends in a tie?
This was Florida was up big, and we ended up tying. This was before the overtime.
I'll add to that conversation here in a second. I was at NCO Leadership School in your neck of the woods at Warren Robins, and I was sitting in the day room on a Saturday afternoon. That was my first introduction to the football in the South, was that game. I watched the Florida State-Florida game. Florida was up 31-3.
Yep.
And Florida State came back and tied it when there were still ties, that's like kissing your sister unless you got a really good-looking sister. But that was my introduction to football in the South.
I almost had to hitchhike home. Let's just say
you went as a Florida State fan, and she was a Florida fan?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
how was the mood in the car on the way home?
She taught school in Escambia County, and I sat next to an administrator from Escambia County. So we knew a lot of the same people, but man,
it was ugly. Did she just, as you're going up 85? Was that before I-10 was created?
She's not listening, and Kirsten isn't either.
Is that before I-10? Were you on Highway 90?
Roxanne.
Okay.
Roxanne.
But so how'd the interviews go, Marty?
But good times.
I felt like they all went really well. It's hard following you and Bob.
No,
kids are so.
Well, you had the best interview last week. I mean, that young lady was impressive.
Yeah, no, but I mean, still, like, obviously, I look up to y'all, learn a lot from y'all too. So, I know, man, I gotta make sure my game is right when I come up here.
We're gonna lose him to like ESPN.
No, not true.
Tell him who we are.
Chris Berman and Tom Jackson. You remember that?
Except I don't have Berman's belly anymore.
Go all the
I love
way.
Tom Jackson.
Those two were
Tom
great.
Jackson was incredible.
Yeah, he was.
Great
linebacker too.
Heck of a football player for the Broncos.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. No, he was really good.
He could knock what they call that.
Knock the snot.
Walls used to call it a slobber knocker.
Yeah.
Slobber knockers. Snot bubbles. He get hit for sure.
But anyway, I'm very impressed with all 4 quarterbacks. Very well spoken, conduct themselves well. A little nervous, which is a good thing.
Yep. That means you care, right?
Sharp kids, man.
And this is about the 3rd time I think I've interviewed Roman.
Oh, easy.
So we got very comfortable with Roman. I've known Roman a long time. And I had that tough, because Friday night was very tough for Roman. That was picture night with your moms. Unfortunately, Roman's mom's not there. But I lost my mom at an early age. Marty lost his father at an early age. So I didn't really want to go down that path of asking that question and how everything went. But fortunately, Bailey, his older sister, came in to take his mom's place in all the events. And that was pretty special for him to have his older sister come in and
my mom lived in
fill
90. You remember?
Yeah.
My mom lived in 99.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome.
All the things as a history teacher, civics, all the things she saw in her lifetime. That's amazing. So
that's like the lady at Chicago, the university. The lady just passed away, Sister Jean.
Oh yeah,
104 years old.
Goodness.
So she was born in 1921.
Yeah,
she saw
a lot.
Airplanes,
yeah,
flying for the first time.
Yeah.
Women's right to vote right after 1920.
Cars, the evolution of cars.
Yeah.
Depression.
Almost 2 world wars. I mean, right before as World War I was finishing up.
Yeah, she saw 9/11.
9/11.
9/11.
Yep.
iPhones. Laptops.
She saw a new century. Been born in 1921. A lot of people that were born in 21 didn't get to see 2000. But just great interviews. I mean, we're blessed to be able to have the special talent that we have here. I mean, with the managers. I mean, Peter checked in earlier with Stanley.
Yeah.
Stanley goes with him everywhere.
I told him, you can get your dad to bring you down here, dude.
Yeah, we talked with Stanley Friday night not Stanley, but we talked with Peter Friday night. He's going to try on going and get a position with the Pensacola Ice Flyers. So it's kind of the same capacity as a manager.
I was watching Peter. He was doing wind sprints, literally doing wind sprints from the sideline to the field, giving water to the players. I'm like,
yeah, I seen him out handing water to the refs as well.
Yep.
Great young man.
And it's not,
I think the thing that stood out to most for me with the interviews is they're well-conducted young men, but the extension of their parents and the coaching staff. I think a lot of times we're so competitive in Navarre, we forget the other things that are being developed within the locker room. And we got to give credit to the coaching staff, Coach Bagley. Ali talked about Coach Lawson. Just some of the things that they've instilled in them as young men. That's a huge win. Sending and Coach Bagley talks about that a lot. He talked about it with my youngest son, my oldest son, about developing young men. That stood out to me during the interviews, how well they conduct themselves and them having bright futures.
I was talking with Peyton's dad, Brian, over here, and how many times does a freshman get to come on and talk on a show?
I haven't seen it.
I think that was our first freshman that we've had on.
Wow.
On our show.
That's true.
And I said, well, that's only setting him up for his future because Peyton's going to have a very bright future.
Absolutely.
That young man, you're going to see that young man probably for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
At QB1 at Navarre.
Very impressed with
good chance.
Cole.
Yeah. And Cole as well. Peyton actually talked about the competition between the two. Looking forward to seeing that.
It's great having competition.
Yeah.
We had it back in the day when Kane Adamson
team.
and Sage Chambers were there together. It's competition makes you better.
Yeah, it does. It does, and they have a good relationship. Peyton talked about it. Him and Cole.
That's good.
Yeah, they have a good relationship. It's competitive. They're both driven,
right?
And they're both well versed at the position. They know the playbook well. They can play, and they work hard. So I'm looking forward to seeing that.
I was talking with Cole's dad over here while he was on. I said, "This is the first year he's ever played quarterback." He goes, "Yeah." I go, "What position?" He used to be a lineman. He said he was a short, pudgy guy, and then all of a sudden just took off.
Yeah.
And
He's got to be at least 6'1", right?
Yeah,
I felt like he was
at
taller.
least.
Yeah.
When Cole was younger, he played tight end.
Really. But, wow. So we got Pace Friday night, guys. It's going to be a tough matchup.
Yeah.
One of the best, like we've mentioned this numerous times, one of the best offensive lines in the state. Not just in the area,
if
but
not the country.
In the state.
I said this last night. It'll be interesting to see how Navarre comes out, how much energy they come out with. You talk about that all the time. How much energy does a team have? And they got to have in their mind that they can win this game. Okay.
Most
Because
definitely.
if they don't, what's the sense of taking the field, right?
Yeah, because when I was talking with Roman, because when Roma's fallen team, they won 14 straight games against Pace. So that was just what Navarre did. So last year when they lost to Pace, that really affected the guys because they hadn't lost to Pace in 13 years.
Wow.
Because Jay Walls went 14-0 against Pace while he was here. And he went 10-2 against Gulf Breeze. And he went, I believe, 11-1 against Milton during that time. So he went like 34-3 against teams from Santa Rosa County.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard that is to do. Like your district competition is your hardest competition because they know you the best. And for him to have that kind of record, and the rest of the coaching staff as well, the last decade is unbelievable.
Most definitely. So,
well, we want it to continue, that's for sure.
We did get a chance last night because we were so busy last night. We didn't get a chance to go where our former Navarre Raiders are at now and what they're doing. Michael Carter last week had 7 carries for 11 yards, 2 receptions, 25 yards, in that 27-23 loss to Green Bay. Michael, I was cheering for you, buddy. And you know how hard it is to root against Green Bay in my household. I went to the gym, so for most of that game, I was at the gym.
Oh man!
But this week they're off this week, and then they go to Dallas next week. On the season, Michael, 35 carries, 97 yards, a touchdown, 9 receptions, 77 yards. The Bengals, Jordan Jefferson hasn't hit the field yet this year. He's only in his second week with the Bengals, but they did win last night, a big Thursday night game, 33-31 over Pittsburgh. They're at home this week against the Jets. No stats for Jordan on the season. Michigan State defensive line Grady Kelly did not suit up last week for Michigan State at Indiana, but there was a reason, wasn't there, Bob? Grady, congratulations to you and your Alana, I believe is his wife's name, on their first child this past week. And being in college and having a child, that's and he's going to be playing in the NFL. No doubt in my mind, he's going to get drafted this coming season, this coming up season in 26. Very highly graded in all the PFF, and you won't see many stats, but that's not what he's on the field for.
Yeah, it just goes to show how much of a team player that Grady is, because we know his abilities and his talent and what he can do when he takes over a game. So for him to solidify that position and just to play his role at a high level says a lot about him.
Most definitely.
Do you think it hurts a player if NFL sees they've transferred 2 or 3 times?
Not anymore. I don't think so.
I think the culture's changed, don't you?
The culture has changed. I mean, you have some kids that have played at different schools all 4 years. I hope that it doesn't continue to be that way. Ms. Brenda Kay and I, the producer, and I were talking about that this morning. We were both up early at 4 o'clock. We were out on the back patio, on the patio, screened-in patio, talking about NIL and coaching, and it's changed with coaching too. I mean, is it ever going to get to the point? I know I've asked this question to you before. Will the players end up being employees of the school?
Man, that's a really good question. I'm not sure how that will work, but we shall see.
Because when you become an employee of any business, if you don't perform, you can get fired.
And honestly, Bill, it's like that in some universities already. I know last year we went down to the University of South Florida. We were able to walk the campus with Xavier Hamilton, former Navarre Raider, and he communicated about his coaching staff talking about bringing value. And if you didn't bring the value, they had no issues with letting you go from the team.
And nowadays, coaches have to recruit their own players every year on top of recruiting new players in. So but we did have a nickname change in the last 2 days. Since James Franklin is no longer at Penn State, we have moved the title of Little Game James over to LGB, Little Game Brian Kelly.
And this is a big if Brian Kelly leaves LSU, do you think he'll coach again?
That's a good question.
Brian Kelly, yes, I do. But, well, who will take him? Because he's proven he may be the all-time winningest coach at Notre Dame, but he didn't win the big games. In fact, his teams, when they made it, got destroyed by Bama twice. When he got to the big games, he never won the big game. He won his division titles at the D2 level, and he's never won a title at D1 in the D1 level. So I'm not a big fan. I am a bit fan of BK. That would be Brenda K, but not of Brian Kelly.
I can see why.
Yeah, but now he is Little Game Brian, LGB.
Which is a better job, Penn State or Florida?
Ooh,
wow! I got to go with Florida.
I'm going to have to side with him. I think we got to go
Is it because
Florida.
of the conference?
I think so.
The SEC, because, with all the SEC fans, this guy being one of them, it just means more.
Yeah, and I mean, you're closer to the beach. Like you had the experience you had down in Ole Miss, for example. You
got to be around.
Do you think Kiffin will leave Ole Miss?
You got to be around where Miss America's go to redshirt, and also being around Cougars.
You know who? The godfather of Florida, Steve Spurrier.
Yes.
You know who his number one choice was?
No.
His mini-me, Lane Kiffin.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see Kiffin staying at Ole Miss. If opportunities come up, I could see Kiffin taking the Florida job. I could also see a guy like John Gruden taking the Florida job.
Same.
John, I listened to an interview with his brother Jay the other day, and he said he is anxious to get back into coaching.
Would Brent Key consider Penn State?
I don't think so. I don't think Brent Key's going to go anywhere because he is a Georgia Tech guy, and he's turned that program around. They're having a great season.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know if he would leave his alma mater to go somewhere else. That's a good question.
They have a really good collective in Georgia Tech as well. So they got the funds to do what they need to do to recruit, and they also have established a great culture.
Yeah. Well, back to our former Navarre Raiders. We kind of jumped ship there for a little bit. Speaking of jumping ships, the Raiders did on Gulf Breeze last week out of their own ship. University of West Florida, what a game they had last week, and it come from behind probably one of the best games in D2 football all season long so far. West Florida got out to a big lead early. West Alabama came back, took the lead late in the fourth quarter. West Florida drives 89 yards. Marcus Stokes having a great season for the Argonauts.
What are the chances he comes back to West Florida next year?
He could ball. You know what happened to the last
head
one?
Coach?
No, the quarterback.
The quarterback.
Stokes.
Because
what class is he?
Is he a redshirt sophomore?
Yeah, I think he's a redshirt sophomore.
He's good, man.
But remember the last one, he didn't stay there after he won a natty. Austin Reed went up to Western Kentucky as he followed Bailey Zappi up to Western Kentucky. And Austin Reed is actually the practice quarterback for the Chicago Bears. He's on the practice squad for the Chicago Bears.
Right.
But, yeah, great question there. But they drove down, converted, passed for a touchdown, got the 2-pointer, take a 7-point lead, and then they intercepted to close out the game.
Yeah, wish I could have been there.
West Alabama, brand new coaching staff.
Scott Cochran, head coach.
A lot of new Bama coaches that came with them to West Alabama. Not much in Livingston, Alabama, but they love their football over there.
They have a bakery over there.
Yeah. Bakery's good. That's where we ate the last.
I listen to your shows.
Yeah, the bakery is good. I went over there with a friend of Brady's friend, Will Kane. His dad and I went over and caught Brady playing his last game over there. Great bakery. That's about it in Livingston, Alabama. You're not far from Meridian, Mississippi. It's just across the border. But they moved to 7-0. They're number 3 in the country right now. So you got Devin Wright, Tyrell Marshall, Vinny Villanova. They're part of that right now. And your son Josh will be joining the team next year.
In the future.
And we got University of Western Michigan, Terrence Marshall. They are hot right now. They're 4-3. I think they've won their last 3 games. They're 2-0 in the MAC. Their next game this week is they host Miami of Ohio. On the season, Terrence with 3 receptions, 17 yards. And then we got long, tough year for South Alabama this year. Major Applewhite having a tough year here in 25. They're 1-5 on the season. They lost. Actually, they're 1-6, so they did lose to Arkansas State last week, that Tuesday night game. And they're back at it, I think, Thursday night. Then we got Nate Hansen. He's up at Ripon College in Wisconsin. He's out for medical red shirt. He got hurt before the season started. They're 3-2 on the season, 3-1 overall. They won last week, but they got beat this past Saturday at the University of Chicago. And then we got Jakari Thomas. He's up there at Community Christian College in Michigan. They've had some pretty lopsided losses this year. 83-0, 89-0. There was only 44-22 this past week to Hocking College. And then Easy Gasca was started on the offensive line. Actually, I think he was out last week. But he has been playing D-line and O-line this season for Capital University in Columbus, Ohio.
That's an amazing feat. Like, playing center is really tough.
The first week he started at center. The next week he started at D-line. Now he's back at center.
Yeah, the abilities that you must have mentally to do that is special.
He is.
But it shows a lot about his character and the fact that, hey, Coach, I'll play wherever.
And we got his younger brother, Eli, that's probably going to be he's going to be challenging Jared Hola for the starting center position next year on the 26 team. He may even have to move to guard or.
Yeah, hey, look, Eli's smart too, and he's in that gym going hard.
Yeah. He's got the same drive that his older brother does.
Absolutely.
But and then the Gulf South Conference, 2 games last week. Delta State 51, Ferrum 10. We'd already talked about the West Florida, West Alabama game this week scheduled. Delta State at West Alabama. And West Virginia State coming to Florida for the very first time to play West Florida. I believe that's an afternoon, like a 1 or 2 o'clock kickoff this week. North Greenville heading over to Valdosta State, and they're struggling. Valdosta State's struggling this year. They're 2-4. So that's the schedule this week. And then SIAC, we saw some games last week. Kentucky State over Franklin Pierce, 17-14. Albany State in a low-scoring game, 7-3 over Tuskegee. Morehouse College over Lane, 31-7. Kentucky Christian, 35. Central State, 27. Miles College back-to-back wins. They took out Clark Atlanta last week, 27-20. And Fort Valley State, in another low-scoring game, beat Savannah State 7-0.
Wow.
Benedict, 31. Edward Waters, 27. This week's schedule, Edward Waters out of Jacksonville at Clark Atlanta. Miles College goes up to Ohio to face Central State. Albany State at Benedict. Morehouse at Savannah State. Allen at Tuskegee. Fort Valley State at Lane College. Right now, Benedict is the conference leader at 6-0. Albany State, always a great program over there in Albany State.
You're right.
That's over there in your neck of the woods. A little bit west of Macon.
Yes. And it's been really hard. The reason why, like, Valdosta State dropped off a little bit, y'all, the recruiting has been so competitive between UWG, Georgia Tech, Valdosta State. It's just so many good college teams in the area.
Especially now with West Georgia being an FCS school.
Bill,
they moved up to Division I.
Yeah, I mean, Valdosta State normally in the central Georgia region, they would just get all the top guys that didn't go to a major program. But now, I mean, you got West Georgia competing with them.
And they would venture into Jacksonville as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Not being that far away.
Georgia Southern.
Georgia
State.
Man.
Is that where Brendan played at Georgia Southern or State? Brendan Thomas.
Oh, yeah, he played Georgia Southern.
Kennesaw State.
Coach Brandon. Oh, Kennesaw State as
They're
well.
they're having a good
They're
year
having a good
back
year, too.
again this year.
Yeah.
And with all the changes they've had in their coaching staff up there, but wow, we're going on 10 o'clock. I think it's about time to get out of here, Bob. I think they've tired of seeing our faces here at Buffalo Wild Wings. And Jonathan checking in says the reason Nick Saban got out of coaching is because of NL. You're right. And who should the Gators? His last coach, and we'll answer his last question, and then we'll get out of here.
Yep.
Who should the Gators get as their head coach? You've asked that already. I mean, who do you think?
I mean, I think Lane's number one. I think he's clear the number one person they're going to go after. From what I'm hearing, Brent Key's very loyal to Georgia Tech. I think the Tech family's going to pony up money to keep him there.
Rhett Lashley, another name that could be thrown out
Tech
there.
has not been really good for a long time. And so
he's made the
I'm glad
turn.
Florida State doesn't play Georgia Tech because they'd get their butt whooped.
Yeah, they're having a really solid season.
Honestly, if I was at Florida and I was searching for a new head coach, I would go to Oregon and try to get Dan Lanning to come back to the SEC.
Ooh.
That's what I would do. I know it'd be hard to leave Oregon, right? Especially with, the competitive balance.
One heck of a coach.
Phil Knight can throw a lot.
One heck of a
money
coach right there.
at Dan Lanning.
No, and he knows the SEC well. He knows how to recruit in the Southeast.
Yeah, I mean, he was defense coordinator at Georgia.
Yeah, I mean,
and they said that was a poor hire for Oregon.
yeah.
And another question I'm not going to answer that Florida question because I really have no idea who their next head coach is going to be. I could throw some names out there, see if it throw them up against the wall, see if they stick. I have no idea who Florida is going to hire. But I know some coaches that are not going anywhere. We've talked about Kurt Cignetti over and over again. We both love what he's doing at Indiana. Go? Marcus Freeman's not going anywhere. Indiana and Notre Dame will pay and pay and pay to keep both of those guys right there where they're at.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of people's dream job is Notre Dame, so Marcus Freeman has his dream job. Why would you want to leave?
I don't know who hired Marcus Freeman, but that was a genius hire.
That was clutch.
That would be, I think it was Kurt Babakwa was the general manager or the AD at that time.
That was a clutch hire, man.
And but what I liked is when they announced that he was taking over as the head coach, when they walked into that room, the players they went crazy.
They lost it.
And that tells you right there about a coach when your players act like that on the announcement of the new hire of a head coach. I mean, you knew right there that Notre Dame hit
the locker room wanted him.
The locker room wanted him, and they got him.
Yeah.
And he's still learning.
Yeah,
he's in year 4. He's made some mistakes along the way. But there are a lot of schools would like to have him as their head coach.
He knows what he knows, right? He's not very boisterous. He stays within his skin. Talking about Marcus Freeman.
Yeah.
And he doesn't show his butt. He just is a solid coach.
Yeah, he's a pro.
I'd want to play for him.
I witnessed him out coach Kirby Smart in New Orleans, earlier this year.
You were at that game.
I was at the game, and it was clear that the game plan that they had, it just trumped whatever Georgia was doing. It was crazy.
Yeah, he's
you rarely see Kirby get out coached.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, Marcus had him that game.
But what get me with Georgia lately? The game starts at 11. They show up at 12:30. It's 2 weeks in a row.
It's the halftime speeches, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it must be because they came out the second half fired up.
I feel like Kirby just loves those situations, man. Like some adversity.
Right. I'm going to throw 4 teams at you, and you tell me, are they in or are they out in the top 12?
Top 12 in the CFP?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and then we'll go home.
Then we'll go home. We'll call it a night.
Georgia Tech, in or out?
In.
I think they win the ACC over
ACC.
Miami.
Clemson.
Out. You got 4 losses already. They're no chance.
Georgia.
In.
No, that's
Marty, they could be 0-8 and you still say in.
That's not true.
Last but not least, where beauty queens go to retire.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I think Ole Miss
And
is
today,
in.
I think they're in.
You think they're out?
I think they're in.
I think they're in, especially the game they have coming up this week. Let me pull it up here.
They play Oklahoma with a win.
They beat Oklahoma. They're definitely in. And I'm going to throw a couple more teams that are in.
Bonus.
I'm going to throw Notre Dame's going to win out. They'll go 10-2 regular season. They're in.
Bonus. Oklahoma.
Indiana will go 11-1, maybe 12-0.
Indiana's in.
Indiana's in.
They're
Ohio State's in.
Do you think Oklahoma's in?
No.
Oklahoma cannot lose another game, or they're out. Texas Tech.
They're in.
They're in right now.
Hey, you like
but,
Texas
but,
Tech.
but Arizona State may have something to say about that.
That's true.
Do you think they're Final Four?
Texas Tech is
No.
loaded. I don't think they're Final Four. They are loaded, though.
They're like the Dodgers, the best team money can buy.
Hey, look.
Brady and I go back and forth with the Dodgers and all the time. It's like, dude, they buy World Series every year. How can you root for a team that buys their you look at the roster from 1 to 25 on the roster. You can't find a better roster in Major League Baseball than the Dodgers. And Texas Tech went out and they spent Dodger type of money
and they
this
own
year.
it. Texas Tech is owning it. Like
Yep.
even their best players are saying, we're gonna pay the best guys.
Yep. And they got the money, so why not?
Yeah. Oh, money.
Well, but one
Runs
thing
long.
before we head out here, Bob. Paul Feinbaum this week went in and blasted.
Look, I just ate
Kurt's-
dinner.
Kurt-
Please don't say that name.
Okay, I won't say it anymore. He blasted Kurt Signetti in Indiana University. He said this is unsustainable what he's doing right now, and I disagree 100% with him. He says that Indiana is flipping the bill on the money that they're paying him. Indiana University does not pay their head coach. Their collectives pay the head coach. They will not affect Indiana's budget whatsoever what they're paying him. Kurt Signetti is 17-2 since he took over at Indiana. He's attained the ranking of number 2 for the first time in school history.
Nobody saw that coming.
Everybody wants to, just like with Kirby, everybody wants to play for him. Everybody wants to play for a winner. And remember, Google him.
Everybody, like most of the players that he had at JMU, they left the South to go live in Indiana for that man.
Signetti, he had a great quote. He said, after a game like this, maybe it was Iowa.
You got to keep the mic
close.
Because you pull the mic away, Bob. I can't hear you.
He said, I need to go home and have a beer.
And I listened to his interview. He said, my wife and I love it here in Bloomington. I know all coaches say that. But he goes, I'm 64 years old. I'm not going anywhere else. This is my home, and I hope to retire in Bloomington, Indiana.
Yeah.
And good on him because he deserves all that he did his time. A lot of people don't realize that he was assistant coach for a very long time. And he even coached under Nick Saban at Alabama as a wide receiver coach, if I remember right.
Yeah, you're right.
Is his next coaching job in the NFL?
No.
I think he's going to stay in Indiana.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah, I think he's.
Would you take him as the Bears coach?
No. I'm happy with Ben Johnson right now.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson's a dog.
He's doing a solid job.
I love their chant that they do in the locker room after the
That's
game.
because they're winning.
Well, yeah, they're winning, but he's got the players believing in him, and the players when you respect your coach and the coach respects you, a lot of good things happen, Marty.
That's right.
But for Marty Wilson, Seminole Bob, who you can't see on camera, which is probably not a bad thing. No, but that's the voice you've been hearing that's not in the picture. But Bob, we love you, Bob. I mean, you took college and high school picks last week. Nobody's taken both all year in the same week. You demand.
He is.
Thank you, Bill.
But
I
for Seminole
resemble that
Bob,
remark.
Marty Wilson, this Irish Bill, I want to thank all of our guests tonight. Roman Marshall, Ollie Bryant, Cole Flanagan, and Peyton Johns.
Peyton Johns, yes, sir.
Great.
And thank their
Great
parents
night.
for bringing them in tonight. And it's good to see Doc Marshall here in the building.
The future is bright with Cole and Peyton, y'all.
Most definitely. And,
Look out for those young men.
And as I tell everybody in the panel, you better get to Raiders now because they're not going to be down for very long.
Where are you going to be Saturday? You going to be another guest host on the Southern Gentleman Sports Show?
I don't know yet because Notre Dame's off Saturdays, so I got a free Saturday this week to just watch college
so
football.
is Florida State.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll have to sit through 3 hours of torture watching Wisconsin play again. There's another head coach that's on the hot seat right now. But, well, anyways, we hope that you enjoyed the show.
Yes, sir.
Jonathan, I don't talk about Bama. You know that.
Jonathan,
guys,
you need to come down.
I'm trying to get out of this place, and
To
you
our
keep
show.
bringing up Bama, and you know I'm not a big fan of Bama.
Did Miss Debbie check in?
Debbie checked in early.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were on a little bit late because we had some Wi-Fi issues here, but it's not because of where we're at. It's around Navarre right now. They're having a lot of Wi-Fi issues and everything. But hope you enjoyed the show. Friday night we'll be at Pace. We'll be in the press box at Pace, and hopefully the Raiders can get W number 2 on Friday night, Marty.
Like Coach Bagley said, let's shock the world.
Let's shock the world. Any parting words, Bob?
Good night, Navarre.